Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Welcome to the Grow Tent, everybody. You have found the best growing channel on YouTube, man. The place where we simplify the approach for you so everyone can learn how to grow. We make it so simple, even I can understand. So I'm going to listen and learn right now.
Woo! What's going on, everybody? Let me adjust my hat. Welcome back to the Grow Tent. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Did you guys see we were just on a podcast with Mr. Grow It the other day? It's the second time we've done his show. Did you know we were actually the 5th guest he ever had on his Garden Talk platform? So, pretty rare air there. It was one of the first 5 to ever do the Mr. Grow It podcast. But we just put a new one out with him the other day. I think he dropped it last Saturday. So if you haven't seen it, go check out Garden Talk with Mr. Grow It. And check out the episode. I think it was about an hour long, so it's pretty cool. We got a great episode for you today. When I say we, I mean me. It's just me. I do all of it. But I like to say we, and we're together in all this. So we got a great episode for you today. Today, we're going to talk about the end of pest, spider mites, thrips, whatever. We're mainly going to focus on the spider mites, but it's the end of it. With one product, it's all over with. You don't ever have to worry about bugs in your system again. This product was brought to my attention because I keep snakes, and a huge problem in the snake world is snake mites. And while I don't have any, I don't want any either. And today we're going to talk about something, a product that I was reading about that not only kills snake mites, because that's where I was reading about it, but it also kills spider mites. It also kills thrips, kills any kind of flying or crawling things. But if you have spiders like I do in your growing, you probably don't want to put this product in there because it will kill them also. But that's probably not too common of a thing, is worrying about killing spiders in your grow room. But it's one of my concerns because I have tarantulas in there. So, but first, as always, guys, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, watch the full video. All that kind of stuff helps out the channel a ton. I'm much appreciated. Hello to all the new subscribers out there. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Also, guys, if you'd like to hang out with me more, check out my Patreon. You can find a link to it in the video description below. It's probably got the best benefits of any Patreon in the game, and also access to my private Discord where you can hang out with some of the best growers on the planet. All right, enough of the intro. Let's get going. Today, we're going to talk about a really cool product. So once again, I found these whenever I was talking to people about snake mites, because one of the big concerns whenever you're buying new snakes, even if you don't have any snake mites, one of the big concerns is bringing when you buy a new snake, you don't know what kind of environment that they're coming from. The people you buy it from might have snake mites, which, tell me if that sounds familiar when you're buying clones or bringing somebody else's plant into your garden. It's like the exact same scenario. And I was like, oh. And then as I started doing some research into it, I was like, could this help in the canna content or the canna world? And it absolutely does. All this transfers directly over. So there's a product, and it's called Hot Shot No Pest Strips. It's literally just like a little hanging air freshener, and it will do 1,200 square feet, or about like a 10 by 12 room. These strips will last for 4 months, but you don't need to hang them up that long. We tested this theory out. I have a guy that always has spider mites. Every single grow, he can never get rid of them, no matter how big of a break he takes in between growing, no matter how detailed clean we get oriented with his cleanup, he always has spider mites that web up his entire grow. He lives right by the woods, so it's like impossible for him to do it. In the midst of a complete takeover of his garden, he hung this product up. It's right here. You can see it. Hot Shots No Pest Strips, kills anything flying or crawling. Does not affect your plant in any way. Within 5 days. All right, we're back. Okay, so this product right there that I had the picture up, it looks like this when you take it out of the package, just like a little hanging air tag freshener. Within 5 days, every single spider mite in the entire tent was dead. There was zero movement in the garden. This product literally saved his entire grows. There was no wars to wage. There was no pesticides to spray onto the plant. It was just an airborne air freshener. There was no thrips. There was no fungus gnats. There was no nothing. One downside to this product is, though, if you have you are not supposed to keep these in rooms where people are occupied. So if you like have your grow tent in your bedroom, you can't use this. But if you have your grow tent like in the basement, in a different room, that's fine. But anywhere where people are going to be occupied, or you're going to spend more than 4 hours a day in, you can't use these strips. But these strips completely eradicated every single creepy, crawly bug in the tent. You have to spray nothing on the plant. You have to put nothing in the soil. You have to put nothing. There's no de-leafing, no stripping, no burning the house down. Once you get spider mites, there was none of that. He didn't even have to hang this in the tent. He just put it in the same room. He has I think it's like a 8x4 room that he grows in, and he put this in there. He only kept it in there for, I don't know, like 2 or 3 days. But within 5 days after, there was not a single, when he checked again after the end of the week, not a single living spider mite. And there was webs. And you know what it means whenever there's webs. That means these things were everywhere. There were none left living. 2 days or 3 days with this thing hanging up, and then he pulled it out of the room. Because he had a pretty small room. You know, these things are made for 10 by 13-ish. They do like 900 to 1,200 square feet. And he had a smaller room than that. So he only hung it up in there for a few days, and then he pulled it out, put it back in the foil package, and closed it. There was nothing left living. Nothing. The plants, were perfectly fine. There was nothing to spray. It's like, usually when you get spider mites, you're like, oh, well, you're in flowers, so you can't use Azomax because it's a pesticide. You spray it on there. Now you got pesticides all over the stuff you're going to smoke. Not with these. Not with that. And I'm not sponsored. This is not a sponsorship video. This is just something cool that I was researching for snake stuff, because we are super concerned whenever we bring a snake home, they have to go into what we call quarantine for 30 days. And after 30 days, they're in a separate area away from all your other snakes. So what you don't want to do is, just like when you bring a clone home, probably a good idea to put it into its own separate area before you bring it into your grow room to make sure it doesn't have anything. Now, those days are gone. They're done. With that thing right there, it's over. Spider mites used to be death sentence whenever you got them. You're like, holy cow, you got spider mites. They're freaking everywhere. And a lot of times, once you had them, you get them every grow because they just keep coming back, keep coming back. It's over. No more of this. No more of this constant fear. Oh, we got yellow sticky traps hanging up everywhere. You can be done with it. I think these things, I don't know how much they are. Let's see if I can find. All right, we're back. It took way longer than it should have. For some reason, whenever I was typing in, it was only coming up with like 10 and 12 packs of it. I was like, is this Costco? What are we doing? These things are, you get a 2-pack of them for $8. $8. 100% effective. Didn't affect the plants. No spraying stuff, no delete, no all this work. Everything was dead. Everything. Could this be the greatest thing to ever come into IPM treatment for a grow room? I don't know, maybe. Probably not good if you spend a ton of time in your grow room, because you're not supposed to spend over 4 hours if you have these things in there, if you're in there, which you shouldn't be in there more than 4 hours anyway. But if you are, maybe take it out, bag it back up, turn on some fans. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you, I think this can help a lot of people out. I know how stressed out people get with thrips, with fungus gnats. Unless the fungus gnat gets out of control, it's not too big of a deal, especially if you got diatomaceous earth in your soil, killing off all the larvae, because the larvae are really the problem, because they're down there eating your freaking roots like jerks. No pest strips. Just a serendipitous find while I was looking for stuff, because I was nervous about, I had a couple new snakes coming in, and I was nervous about treatments in case any of them had snake mites. Snake mites are different than spider mites. They're two different members of that family. But the same thing that works for snake mites works for spider mites. No pest strips. Not sponsored. I get zero money for that. I mean, they're only freaking $8. What kind of kickback am I going to get for that? Just a little tip from GT to you. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. GT.